Sorry. I so where was I? Okay, about my first job. Uh, so after my first, during the last 1 month, I was working. Uh, I had started researching about colleges. Sorry, let me put it this way. During my last 1 month of my first job, I started researching about typical form of valuation, because valuation as a subject I felt ki I understand it slightly better than all the subjects I knew. It's not like ki, acha, I am good at that thing than the rest of the people. It's like in my construction industry or real estate industry, valuation is the best thing that I could do. Yeah, that is how it came to me. So since the market opened back then I got a call from a local real estate agency, proper Lala type company. But I was very happy to join there because my understanding back then was ki there are two ways to grow: either be in a corporate lifestyle, be extremely slow and then grow, or join a young company which is growing at a very faster rate, so even you also grow, which is absolutely fine. Even right now it is exactly like totally correct, I would say. But there is a but to it. There are exploitations in such kind of situations, which is also absolutely fine for me. So since I had a low self-esteem back then, I mean I was very low at that time, and I also decided whatever pay scale I was working in, to work at a lower pay scale. I mean it was like 30,000 की नौकरी in hand you are, but that too in a location called Meerut. I mean, it didn't took me much time. I decided, okay, within a week I am going to join. Notice period in the first company was around 60 days, something like that. I called my team lead. I said how great that person is, the amount of support she gave, and then I told her ki I'm going to leave. Like, I need your support, and then she said ki I will be supporting you. Like it was more about how genuine I was, and then same thing I talked with my HR told me ki you can do work from home and all. And the only thing that I said back then was ki see, I don't feel like working anymore. If you want to make me serve notice period, you can make me serve notice period, but mark me absent for next 60 days, which is completely fine. I'm not going to work. I mean, I'm mentally drained. And she was like, okay, and within 24 hours I got my relieving and all everything. See, and after that I shifted to Meerut. Meerut was like, after the first job was nothing. It was much more professional and kind of, how do I put it, like in a corporate structure generally people become very weak. And yeah, of course if I would have stayed for 10 years I would have had a typical set of mindset which is very common when you work in a corporate. The point that I'm saying is I went to a desi company, very small team size, It was more of talking, and that is how I again started getting confidence back. Not only the confidence that I had, much more confident as an individual. What happened, what key thing that happened to me that day was in that job was I was able to handle things in a very calm, composed way. So that location, people were extremely raw in terms of language. Like their tone was only rough when they used to talk, but when people with, like, this is my analysis of people. If people are thoras or rough type of people, they have a much more sweeter tone of heart, I would say. So of course, like, my way of handling thing was being very sweet with people. If someone is yelling at me, like, it's like, if there is a fire, I put water, not more fire into it. So that is how, like, I started my journey, and of course a lot of my clients got impressed by that. A lot of less escalations, like, people were happy and around me, but of course my expectations were very high from the company in terms of monetary part that we are going to get, है ना. So having said that, i I gave everything, like, everything to during that job. It was basic level job, but I was handling team, I was doing things, I was extremely calm. But it was a very lonely, tough environment because I was not doing things from the heart. I was using my mind to the maximum capacity, and when you are using your mind to your maximum capacity, there, and your physical body is also involved, you are bound to get drained out, and that is what happened. It took me 9 months, 9 to 10 months. After that, my body just gave up. Also, there was certain kind of politics that was getting involved, unnecessary, but of course it was irrelevant. Once that hit, everything hit at once, then I got, I got tired. I thought it's time for me to leave, and I left without getting another job. I just left. Then for first 1 month, I just took time to recover. My, like, I had to eat a lot again to regain. I'm not giving a brief storyline because if I tell in details, a lot of things are going to happen. I mean, I don't want to do that yet, but it was important. Like, as an individual, I grew because this kind of things happened. And then, like, a lot of spirituality kind of stuff related to that is also involved. I cannot say much right now. Slowly we will talk. Then an interesting part of how Bajaj came to my life is also very interesting. So let me close this for now. I feel like it's enough for me to talk right now. Slowly I will come and talk things out every day.